Hello and welcome back to Dicebreaker, where today I've never played Lost Cities.
Wills, you've never played Lost Cities?
Matt, I've never played Lost Cities.
Well, good thing we're here on this series called You've Never Played, and I have played Lost Cities.
I should hope so, Matt, because there's only the two of us. So.
Yes, I've played Lost Cities. It's been a little while since I played, but I have played it quite a lot. I played it very intensely a few years ago. So do you actually know anything about Lost Cities? We didn't really discuss this before we jumped in. So
well, I mean,
it's very genuine.
I asked, do you think, Matt, that this is like a game that I should definitely play? You said yes. I know that it's 2 players. It looks like it's got like an archaeology theme. That's all I know.
Yeah, theme might be a bit of a...
a bit of a strong word.
Yeah, so it is a Reiner Knizia game.
Okay, immediately I know what you mean by theme, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's very lightly dusted with an archaeology theme, but it is effectively
like an archaeologist might lightly dust something they found.
Just a little bit of theme. That's more like a chef. That's not how archaeologists work. Just sprinkling the dust back onto the bones. So it is a very light card game, but it is a really good card game.
Okay.
So for those who don't know Reiner Knizia by name, Reiner Knizia makes a lot of games. Made the co-op Lord of the Rings game, yes. Made Tigris and Euphrates,
yes.
Yellow and Yangtze, all kinds of games that tend to be quite strategic and not particularly themey, which this falls into.
Lots of maths involved. He's a big maths boy.
former mathematician, I believe, former banker. So yes, this is definitely towards the lighter end. It's not as heavy and it's not as long as those games. And it is essentially it's like a really good playing card game. Okay. So the basics of it are you can see that we have 5 kind of different colors or textures on this central board. Those are the 5 different suits of cards in the game.
Yellow, blue, white, green, red.
Yeah, I think it's green, white, blue, red, yellow. So you then have cards that go from, I believe, 2 to 10. Maybe it's 1 to 10, but I think there's not a 1. But you basically have numbered cards in each of those suits. And then you also have what are called wager cards. So you'll see them, they've got like little shaky hands instead of a number.
Maybe I'll see them, Matt. It depends if I have any.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
So the game is incredibly simple. So each turn you place a card and then you draw a card.
Okay.
And we are placing on either side of this central board. So what we're trying to do is build up the column of cards on our side of the board so that we score the most points for these expeditions.
Okay. So
there are only a few rules, but they are important ones. So you have to play the cards in the correct suit, obviously. You have to play them so that they are always ascending. This doesn't mean they have to be consecutive. So you could go 2, then 5, then 9, but you can't go 2, then 9, then 5. So you're stacking them up in these kind of columns. That's important because at the end of the round, you will add up your cards, and that will be the cost of the expedition for you, or how much you make from the expedition. But going on the expedition costs money. So as soon as you play a card in a column, that costs you 20 points. So if you don't make 20 points or more in your column, you're going to lose points, which is very Reiner Knizia to have this kind of like scoring twist.
Okay.
So that's why you don't just want to basically go like 2, then 9, because you're going to lose 9 points that way.
Right.
Here's the other twist, though, Wheels. Are you ready for this? I mentioned those wager cards, the shaky hands.
Yes.
You play those before you play any numbered cards, so they basically count like a 1 or an ace. They double, triple, or quadruple your point score in that column, depending on how many of those wager cards you play. So 1 is double, 2 is triple, 3 is quadruple.
Okay.
But they also do that if you score negative points. So if you score -5 because you only score 15 and then it costs 20 to go on the expedition, you're going to actually lose up to 20 points.
I can see why you call them a wager card.
Yes.
So how do we know when a round ends?
That I can't remember. Luckily, we're playing on Board Game Arena.
Yeah, so it'll do it for us.
That will handle it for us. I think it's when the draw pile runs out. So you can see we have 44 cards in the draw pile.
Okay.
So you play a card. The other thing you can do, you don't always have to play to a column. You can discard to the middle. So that's what those 5 spaces are for.
Okay.
So when you play a card, you either play it in a column or you discard it to the matching space. Then you draw a card, and you can either draw from the top of the deck or you can draw from the top of one of those discard piles.
Okay.
You can't pick up the card you just put down, but it means that if I discarded, for instance, like a yellow 4 on the yellow space, on your turn, you could pick that up.
Right.
So you kind of don't want to give your opponent too many useful cards, so you want to pay attention to what they're putting down, because if they haven't gone past that number yet in that column, that's extra points for them. But
okay. All right.
I've probably made it sound more complicated than it is. It's very simple in practice, because it's you put down a card and then you draw a card, kind of a bit like Love Letter.
It's kind of like a competitive solitaire. It feels like.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do it. Liquid Matt must place a card in an expedition or on the board.
All right. I'm gonna go in. Oh gosh, it's not a good start, Wills. Right. I'm gonna go big or go home, and I'm gonna play Shaky Hands in green.
Shaky Hands.
So I've wagered on green. So now green is already worth minus 20 points.
Oh my god.
Oh, minus maybe.
No, minus 40, right?
Potentially, yeah. I can't remember exactly how it adds up. But
okay.
Basically, if I don't get any other cards in there, I'm in trouble.
Well, Matt, I'll see ya. Let's see what you got.
Oh, red Shaky Hands. Okay.
I'm guessing the goal of the game is to have all shaky hands. Yeah, we're both at minus 40 points.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is not okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a great starting hand, so I'm just gonna double down, and now I'm on minus 60.
I hope you've got some greens, mate. Is there? How many of each card is there? Is there one of each suit?
I believe there's one of each number of each suit.
Okay, all right. Well, that's very interesting. Right.
So I think there are there's 60 cards in total, maybe, because there are obviously the wager cards as well. So I think there are 3 wager cards for each suit. That'd make it 65. Anyway,
right. Well, you're on minus 60. I'm on minus 80. So
it's going so well.
It's going really good.
Shout out to the people in the comments that are telling us we're playing badly already. 4 cards in. Oh gosh, this is. Oh, Wheels. This is a travesty. Right, okay. Look, I can't afford to double down, so I'm gonna just chuck that yellow Shaky Hands into the middle.
Okay.
Shaky Hands, obviously the official name for those wager cards.
Shaky Hands sounds like a character in one of our RPGs.
It's because
Shaky Hands and Greasy Fingers.
when my wife and I play Mansions of Madness or any of the Arkham horror games, there is Influence, which is 2 hands shaking, and we just call it Shaky Hands because it's a lot more fun.
Okay, I'm going to start playing numbers.
Ooh, three's a good one. Three's a good one.
I think that's a good place to start.
Yeah, so it's already worth 6 to you, although obviously you're then losing 14 points.
Yes.
This is so... This is such a rough one for me. Okay. You know what? I need to get some points somewhere, so we're going to go over 5 over here.
That's quite a high number to start with. Okay.
It is, but I need something on the board at this point.
All right. I'm now at minus 66 and you're at minus 75. So again,
here we go.
He's at minus 115, the absolute mad lad.
Look, this is a game about pulling it back in the last week. We've got 35 cards to go. Like we're not done yet.
Okay, can I clarify something?
Yes.
If I say I played like a value of 10 between cards in a color, but I had a Shaky Hands underneath them, would I then hit the 20 that I need to start breaking even? Or is it still you need to get a 20 in your cards before it starts being any value to you? Do you know what I mean? So for example, is this worth 14 or is this worth 7? I
believe this is worth... I think it multiplies... Oh gosh, I can't remember.
Does it multiply either side of the 20 or does it multiply from
take the sum of all numbered cards, subtract 20, then multiply. So
okay, so it's after 20 it starts multiplying.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So it's
Understood.
also worth mentioning, if you manage to get, I think it's 8 cards or more, you automatically add 20. So
Okay.
basically, if you can get 8 cards in a column, you'll be fine, because
Okay.
everything on top of that is gravy.
Got it.
Okay, so you played the 3 and the 4 in blue. That's interesting. Oh, this is okay. Right, look. I've already played the 5. Let's just get the 7 in there.
Oh my god, it's looking a little bit desperate, if I'm honest, Matt.
Look, desperate's how I live my life, Wills. Oh, okay. You had the last green wager. So
Okay,
it's worth saying, so I couldn't pick up that yellow wager card on the turn I put it down, but I can pick it back up myself if I want to.
Got it.
From now on. Look, here comes a green 2.
Oh, he's coming out with the greens.
Yeah, so now it's only minus 18 multiplied by 3.
Okay. I'm going to start popping down some whites. I'm going to start with a 4 on the whites.
So at the moment, you're losing minus 60 on both the green and the red.
Sick. Love that for me. Yeah, this is very Reiner Knizia. The fact that the score is minus 138 to minus 122 is very Reiner Knizia. Okay, I'm going to start a new yellow hand. I'm not going to wager on yellow, because I can't wager on every single one. That seems preposterous.
All right. The other danger is, like, you sit around and wait for the wager cards.
Yeah.
But because if the deck runs out, the round ends, you're in trouble.
Yeah, there's only 28 cards left. When I saw 44 cards, I was like, whoa, that's a lot. But actually, that's only like, well, it's 22 turns each, right? So it's really not that much at all.
Oh, gosh.
This player is not playing. What can I do?
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stick down the 7 in the blue.
Okay.
Because there's only the 5 and the 6 between what you've played and the 2 somewhere, but oh, that's not good, Wills. That's not good.
Oh, and I don't like that.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible news for me.
Okay, I'm gonna expand my white. I think is what I'm gonna do. Okay, that's not a card I want.
We're rolling now. Take no prisoners. Here comes the blue 9.
Whoa! So you need a 10 then, right?
I'm up to a stonking minus 74.
You have to get a 10 on blue, otherwise that loses points, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
Jeez.
I am currently on. I'm on. So I've got 16 points. I'm on minus 4, so it's worth minus 12 to me right now.
That's incredibly bold, I'll be honest. I am then also going to slap down a yellow 7.
Oh, wow.
For the boys. Oh, that's a great card that I've just drawn right there.
And look what I've got.
Oh, here he is.
Here it comes.
Well, this is where it all starts coming in for me. This is the gravy train. Here we go.
This is the gravy train.
This is the gravy train. Oh,
sure, nothing could possibly go wrong.
Why have I drawn that now?
The immortal phrase, "This is the gravy train."
Nothing hubristic about the phrase "This is the gravy train."
See, I was pretty gutted because after I played that blue 7, what did I pick up? Blue 2.
I literally just picked up a yellow 3. I'll be honest with you. Here it comes.
It's been a while since I played this, and I feel like I've been very bold.
I just drew the red 3. God damn it.
Yeah, well, here's the red 2 for you. Of no use to anybody now.
Well.
So this is Lost Cities. Technically, it's Lost Cities : the card game, because I think there's Lost Cities : the board game.
Oh, okay.
Which I haven't played, so I don't actually know how that's different.
Well, I love board games about colons, so I reckon.
Yeah,
that's right,
but because the theme of this is It's a load of archaeologists sat in a hole counting up numbers, doing their tax returns. It's not really, uncovering
Honestly,
lost treasures or
if there
discovering history.
were 4 suits, you could play this with a deck of cards.
Yeah.
Because the wager cards are just the Jack, Queen, and King, right? Can you put wagers on top of, or do they always have to go at the start?
They always have to be at the start, so that's what makes them that risk reward.
Interesting.
Okay, well, this is of no use to anybody now, so...
Yeah, mine's not very useful either.
I'm drawing such high cards. You must have all the low cards, and I've got all the high ones.
I'm going to start with a little green 4. Oh, yeah, great. I'm drawing so many wager cards now. It's like, I don't need these anymore.
Oh, man. Okay, well... Wait, so what have you got in that? I don't know if I want to do that.
I don't know how, like... I guess you wouldn't be like working out the scores every turn anyway, but I don't know how you would keep track of all this in your head when you're playing.
It's a lot of maths, yeah. It's a lot slower because every time you're then going like, okay, I multiplied this and then I take away that and then add that, and you're doing that 5 times, and then you're doing it for your opponent because you want to work out what they've gone. It's one of the nice things about Board Game Arena is it just does the maths. Oh, I don't want to give you any of these, but I also don't want them for me.
Just put them down, Matt. What's the worst thing that could happen?
I don't want to.
What's the worst thing that could happen?
You'll take them and get points.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds great to me.
Okay, look, I'm giving you a gift here.
Oh,
I'm giving you a gift.
Oh, that is a gift. That is an absolute gift.
I know.
Well, you know what? Just gonna leave it there for now.
All right.
So I know you don't want it, so I can just leave that there, knowing that it's there.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing about this game is that it's just not worth my time. I'm going bold in the final rounds with a wager on white.
Oh God, why am I drawing 2? Always drawing 2s, Matt.
Oh, come on. It's not what I need. It's what I needed about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I just don't want to give you anything here. Oh, no, I needed that before, not now. Oh, God. All right, okay, balls to the wall here. The 9's coming out.
Okay, nice. Well, that's tipped you over 20.
Yes.
No, it hasn't. No, you're on 19.
I'm about to be, though. Don't you worry about that, my friends. Don't worry about
well, look at this. Like,
whoa! He's got all the 10s. Well, guess what? I've got 1 too, pal. It's brought me up to minus 49. Now we're really rolling.
Right, what have you played? 6, 9, and 10. And I've played the 7. So let's try to recoup something.
Oh, that's your cap.
That puts me on a square 20.
I assumed that you probably had the 8, so I was like, oh bugger, I'll just put the 9 down.
I'm earning a sweet 0 points from the red. It's better than earning minus points.
A delicious 0 points. Oh God, there's only 5 turns left as well.
Yep.
Oh, well, it's neck and neck here at minus 49 to minus 26. We're playing 3 rounds, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. Okay. I can't believe I've drawn the 6 now. That's so annoying. Let's. All right, neither of us can use that, so I'm going to put that down.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, yes. Nice. Love that. Love that. Great draw. Great draw.
Don't tell me that's the green 10, Wills.
Oh, I've already got the green 10, pal.
Oh, okay. That's what I figured, so I just need to recoup my losses.
Oh, love that draw as well.
Look at this, swinging in onto positive points.
Whoa. Absolute mad lad.
You've got the last turn.
Oh, God. I wish I could play another card. I really do.
End of the round. 25 against minus 15.
It's neck and neck, folks.
You know what? That's not too bad. For a first play of this game, you've done all right there.
Okay. All right then.
It's a game. I mean, we were both on what? Minus 150 at some point?
Yeah.
It's a game where your losses come thick and fast. So anything that's roughly, that's a rounding error up to 0 at some point. You can get away with that.
You make me feel good about that. Okay, all right. You're up first, my friend.
This
player is not playing. What can I do?
Board Game Arena, look.
Chill, Board Game Arena.
We're not all AI floating in the cloud. Some of us have to boot up the old brain.
Oh god, my camera is getting blasted with sun right now. What if go just pull the blinds out? Although the sun is just about to go down. So yeah, I'm just going to look like I've got an Instagram filter on for a little bit.
I've got very dramatic lighting, I think.
Yeah. You're a bit delivering some grave news.
I'm sorry, the archaeology expedition didn't make enough money.
I'm sorry, but I've cost you 20 points. Okay, let's just slap down a green wager.
Whoa, that's shot you up to minus 55.
Oh yeah, it has. Yeah, it gets a little bit deadly, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh.
You got nothing good to play.
I mean, it's that thing of I've got cards I can play, but I don't want to wager on something that I don't have any other cards in. And I don't want to play low stuff in something where I then can't play a wager, so it's only just gonna... Because the wager cards they're what really bring it.
Oh my god, does this come with music?
Oh really? On Board Game Arena?
Wow, look at this. Ambient music for Lost Cities. I mean, we're not going to play it because we might get demonetized, but that's pretty cool.
Oh, I toggled sound on, but I think that's just like a dink every time you drop a card.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to stop stalling and try and make a play. Oh god,
big move coming from you, bud.
I don't want to. Don't make me, Wills. Don't make me play a card.
Do it. Play a card. I want to play a card.
Look,
I love playing cards.
Look, we're gonna stick on a 2
Whoa!
here.
And he was worried. He was worried.
Nice
He's got a 2 in the bank.
Honestly. Yeah, but no wager. That's only worth a pitiful 2. Technically minus 18. In the same way that 2 is always worth minus 18.
My heart breaks for you, Matt. I'm just going to shove down a red 4.
Ooh. Oh, with no wager at all.
No wager at all.
That's a bold move. Look,
I'm a bold man, Matt. I'm a bold man.
I'm going to play the 2 because I know you can't wager on it either. So
see, it's all coming up. All coming up. Wheelhouse.
Coming up. Wheelhouse. I'm just gonna keep rocking.
Yeah, I mean, let's keep on the red gravy train. 2,
3. You've got 4, 5.
He's thinking about it.
Look, it's all I've got is the thinking.
Okay, now here's where things get a little bit tricky. I think I might have to do this, which I know
Wales.
It's quite big.
That's oof! I felt that.
Yeah, I think we all did.
A delicious minus 39. I think.
Oh, God. Yeah. Okay, all right, I can do that now because you started white, haven't you?
Oh, you're not going to wager on it. You just stuck it straight in the middle.
Yeah, I'm not big into white right now. White's not in right now. I guess I can also do that now. I would love to get the card I want. That would be really good.
I mean, that's what they could have called this game, but Lost Cities was probably a bit more catchy.
Please give me the card I want, the card game. Now,
look at that run of whites, though. 2, 3, 4.
It's pretty impressive.
Smashing it in the middle, although no wager, so... Yeah. See, that's the thing, is you're ahead of me by just a little bit, but I think as soon as your green wager starts kicking, gonna leave me in the archaeology dust, as we archaeologists call it.
Oh, stop giving me wagers that I can't place! Oh my god!
28 cards left, okay. Have you got all the green wagers, Wills?
Let's find out, won't you? Have you got all
I
the green
can't see your
cards,
face, so I
Matt?
can't tell if you're like poker facing me or if you're just,
Have you got all the green cards, Matt? That's the real question.
Yeah, too many. I'm just sitting on them.
Just whack them in the middle if you don't mind, mate.
Look,
Shove them right in the middle. I'll take care of
might
this
as well
for you.
just have another one of those.
Right, well, you can have another one of those. I don't want it.
Oh. Oh, I got to draw it after I play. That's, yeah. Right. The rules of this game. Now I remember them. Okay, look, let's just stick this. Just stick the 7 on down.
He wants the wager. I mean, that wager's been available for a little while, to be honest, mate.
Yeah, I know, but I had other things to do.
Oh, why would you give me that card now? Oh, God, that's so useless to me. I've got cards that are just, they mean nothing to me, but they mean a lot to you, so I can't get rid of them.
Just cleaning up these blue wagers and hoping that I can get into positive points. Which, I'll be honest, the cards in my hand ain't gonna let me do that. But so I might be looking at a quadrupled minus score.
This really sucks. This really sucks. Oh no. Well, okay, look, you haven't wagered on that, so I'm gonna get rid of that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know you want that badly. Oh, please, for the love of God, give me what I want. There's just, if I had one card, Matt, just one card, I would be flying. I would be absolutely flying.
See, now my worries, I don't have enough turns to pull all this off. I've got greedy. It's not helping that I'm currently quadrupling minus 20.
Yeah, there's only like 10, just over 10 turns left, right? Oh yeah, you're at minus 110 right now.
Look, it's all going to turn around. Right now, I'm up to my knees in snakes and
sure. Right now,
yeah,
it's terrible.
That's archaeology. That's all I know of. That's Tony Robinson, right? That's what Time Team was all about. He was punching the Nazis and fighting the snakes. And
okay,
pretty sure I haven't confused that with any other famous archaeologists.
I hate that I have to do this.
Ooh, wheels!
Oh, for the love of God!
Oh, wheels!
Oh,
Wheels, you're far too good to me.
I know.
Yeah,
well, now that you've done that, at least I can do this. Christ.
Part of me suspected
Matt, they keep giving me all the cards I want, apart from the one that I need to start it with. I just
look. I'm just gonna zoom on up.
Zoom it on up.
I don't have the time to
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
to fanny about with low numbers anymore.
Oh God.
This is the experience you come to Dicebreaker for.
This is agonizing.
Two people going at each other.
This game is absolutely agonizing.
You've already played the 9, so let's look at that. Up to minus 18 with just that.
Wowzers.
Yeah. Here it comes.
Oh God. I'm just recouping losses at this point.
Yeah, the minus 18 in the yellow is doing me dirty here. But I can't do much about it.
So there's 8 turns left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
8 back and forths, roughly. Although you can draw from the middle, of course, so there might be more than that. Because if you take from the middle, it won't eat a card out of the deck.
Okay. What? All right. So it's like 7-ish each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think I can do this, and I just hope that this is a really good draw. Oh, that's so bad. Well, time to just start recuperating, I guess. Here it comes.
Oh yes, that's what you love to see, Wheels. You love to see it. Oh wow, that's a late yellow play, Wheels.
I've got an entire hand of yellows, and not a single yellow wager has come out.
I'm just going to try and shoot through the deck now.
I can only assume that you've got all of them, Matt.
I don't. I genuinely don't.
Oh, well, I'm getting all the whites, so that's good.
Look, I'm just holding so many greens. Okay, look, let's do it.
Oh, where is everything?
Creeping my way to positive points.
I honestly don't know where any of the cards that I need are.
Hey, not to slow down on the old deck there, friend. Some of us need a few more turns.
Oh, did you want some more turns, Matt? Oh, that's
yeah,
sad.
I do.
Oh, that's a shame for you, friend.
All right, there, -10.
No, not for long, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Not for long.
Oh, here comes that hubris. Hubris?
Hubris.
Hubris.
Who's Bruce?
Oh, look at that. 2 points. 10 is not the same as 2. Just crawling up to... Oh, wow. Oh, no. You had so many yellow cards.
This is going all right for me, to be honest.
What do I...
I don't know what I play at this point, though.
I don't know if I can...
It's 19 plays 20 now with
I'm going to have to do... Oh, that's just not... That's not what you... Have you got the red... Oh, yeah, you played the red 10. Oops.
Blammo.
Ooh.
All right. I'm only 1 point behind.
Wow.
I feel like I've regained a lot of ground there.
You brought it back really well there.
A lot of ground. This is great, by the way.
It's me.
I really like
It's really good, right?
This is a really good 2-player.
I think it's also... It's improved by the fact you don't have to do the maths, because that's where...
Yes.
And I think that happens with quite a few Knizia games, because his games do tend to be quite mathy.
Yeah, it's almost like Board Game Arena is a pretty perfect platform. Pardon me.
Yeah.
For them.
The adding up is where it starts to bite. I think this is... don't quote me on this. I think there might be like an iOS and Android app of it as well that's a dedicated app. So if anyone's looking to play it and doesn't have Board Game Arena, you might be able to get it on your phone.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good, to be honest.
Because it's so simple as well. It's just...
I mean, we're flying by now. Look at this.
Yeah, and it's also worth saying, although it's color-based, obviously the cards have different textures and so on. So hopefully you would be able to tell between them if you're colorblind.
Yeah, I think they do sort of change between them, unfortunately. So I'm not sure if they'd quite work that well. But I guess you could tell that like there's one that's like Egyptian, there's one that's underwater, there's one that's Antarctic, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I want to place that? Probably not.
Do it, Wheels. Come on. Go dig or go home. That's
go dig or go home. That's what they say. Yeah. I'm gonna have a safe one. I feel like you need a safe one, you know?
Okay, right, sure. You keep telling yourself that.
I will, Matt. Thank you.
All right, let's crack on with reds.
Oh, he's cracking on with reds, is he? He's cracking.
It's definitely one of those things where as soon as you play a card down and you watch your score plummet.
Yeah.
It's like, uh-oh.
You see what could happen immediately. I'm not going to sit around waiting for too many wages. I'm going to start with a nice white 4, which I think is a... Oh, that's fantastic. I just drew a white 2. Incredible.
Nice.
Fantastic stuff. You love to see it.
Okay. You know what? You can't do anything with it. So.
Oh, okay. Been hiding that one away, have you? Ooh. You fancy a blue wager, mate?
Oh, you know what? You know what, Wills?
You feeling bold? You feeling brave?
That would suit me very nicely.
Down to the ground, one might say.
Down to the ground and then under it. Archaeologists.
Oh, that's archaeology, baby.
Look. Okay.
Oh, Matt's at a nice, comfortable minus 154 right now. Looking good.
Yeah, I've maybe... I think I've spread myself a little thin between these. That's the problem, is if you go on too many expeditions, you just end up losing points across the board.
That you do. Well, that one's a safe one because it's...
Oh, that's... I'm glad I haven't gone for white because it feels like you're just cleaning up there. Okay.
I've got something funny to show you, Matt. If you fancy seeing it, you know all the high yellow cards.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of them.
Oh yeah, numbers such as 7, 8, and 9.
Such as 7, 8, for example.
Oh, Wills, come on now.
Oh god, you may have even you may recognise 9 from some of their earlier works.
Oh god, no. Okay, I don't think I can get to 20, can I? Wait, what's... So 1, 2 is 3, 3 and 3 is 6. 6 and 4 is 10, 15. Okay, I might be able to just tip over if I can do a straight run, which, let's be real, it's unlikely, but it's not impossible, and I'll cling to that.
Now, I'm just gonna pop that there. Okay.
Right, it's time to start moving on red. It's sat there long enough.
Making big money moves on red.
Big money moves.
Now,
I want to say they also put out a version of this for more people. I think there was a new edition of it.
okay.
Up to the player count to 4, but I can't remember what it's called. But I think if people are interested, I've not played it, so I don't know how it actually scales with 4. Whether it's just
Matt, I've
some
got
kind of square board.
I've got some really interesting new information on green for you.
Oh, hey now.
You're a all-star. Get your game on, Matt.
Look, I'm gonna do what I can over here in this little patch of dirt. Oh,
I've actually just drawn another green card as well, which is quite fun.
I mean, it's likely to be 7 or 8 because that's all that's left. So, what am I on? 11. Well, that's. But also, you've gone all the way up to 10. So,
I have.
Yeah. So who's cackling now? I mean, it's you still.
it's still me.
Yeah, it's still you. Oh, that just drew the yellow 2. Ooh, doubling down on red, huh?
That's right. How do you feel about that one?
Not too bad, because I've got quite a lot of red cards.
Okay.
When I play games like this, I always feel a bit like that scene in Austin Powers where he plays blackjack. It's just like, I also like to live dangerously. And then just, I'll stay. Just feel like I'm stumbling my way through a game for smarter people than I. Oh, that's going to hurt me.
I've shot up to -3 now. You're still at -73.
Not for long.
Oh, now he's at -57.
Yeah. A svelte -57. Oh.
It's feeling breezy in here, actually. Okay.
What's that rippling through my shirt? Oh, it's the number 57. My goodness. How cool and refreshing it feels.
None of us need that anymore.
Mm.
Oh, I love that card I just drew.
Gonna cash in over here.
I'm a huge fan of the card I just drew.
I mean, I'm indifferent to most of them, so... Oh, I don't like that.
That's the card I just drew.
I don't like that at all. No, I'm gonna make what I can of the reds.
Oh, he's taken a 3.
Yeah, I thought that was the case. But... Oh wow, you're on 45.
I am on 45. I'm
When did that happen?
About to be even higher, my friend.
Oh no.
I think this is the late charge. Oh, and that's another 10.
Oh, that's really not good for me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's currently 75 plays -1 right now.
Oh.
For those of you keeping track at home.
Oh, Wheels, why did you do that? Okay.
This is brilliant, by the way. I don't know if it's just because I'm winning, but I'm having a great time.
I'm going to take one of these just because I need the extra turn, and otherwise I'm going to end it.
I'm just going to run the deck, as I'm sure you can probably imagine. Because I regret to inform you, Matt.
I don't want to take it, but otherwise I'll just let you score more points.
Yeah.
Look.
Oh, there it is.
Unbelievable.
Oh, that is
well played, Wills. Well played.
I got some very lucky draws, I have to say. I got a lot of 10s and 9s at the end there. But
Worst expedition, 26 for you, 28 for me. Pretty close. And best expedition, 13-24. So, wow, my thinking time was much higher than yours. Apparently, I was thinking for 34 minutes, and I still lost.
I'm afraid I'm not premium, Matt, so I can't see those statistics.
Oh, can you not see these results?
Yeah, I'm afraid that is a premium.
I didn't realise
feature.
that was a premium thing.
I have to go premium to see game statistics. Not that this is an advert for Board Game Arena, but it is very good, and we've been enjoying ourselves here playing a little bit of Lost Cities, Matt. Thank you very much for showing it to us.
That's all right. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you never play again, because that's... I certainly won't play you.
I hope you had a great time, and I hope that if you continue to have a great time, that I'm not involved.
I really enjoyed playing it. It's been a while since I played, and it's still a fantastic game. It really holds up.
Yeah, and as we said, I think this is a perfect fit for Board Game Arena, because all the math's done for you straight away, which is fantastic. Which, unless you are Reiner Knizia yourself, will never happen in real life. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. This You've Never Played of Lost Cities by Reiner Knizia. Thank you very much to Matt for showing it for us. If you want to see, more of Matt, go on over to Dicebreaker.com, where Matt's got all sorts of fantastic articles brewing away in his big news and features cauldron. Every now and again, he'll pluck something out of the air and shove it in, and all sorts. I
promise the thinking time is better spent.
You can also see more of us here on the YouTube channel for Dicebreaker. That's youtube.com/Dicebreaker, the channel you're already watching. Please hit subscribe, click the bell icon to get notified whenever we put a new video live. And you can go over to my Shopify, dicebreaker.myshopify.com, to get some exclusive Dicebreaker merch as well. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on the next video, and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Bye.